Just as I, and I'm sure a lot of you guys expected, Justin Fields admits to being overcoached. Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports All back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about Justin Fields in his latest press conference, just absolutely going off about the fact that he is being overcoached. Folks, I just made two videos, right, in the past 2 days, specifically talking about what I feel like is the biggest reason for Fields struggling through the first two games of this season. And I said by far, bar none, it is the coaching. It is the coaching, folks. I know Justin Fields can be at fault as well. He's not a perfect player. I know there can be other factors at fault as well. But the number one thing I said was coaching, as I'm sure like a lot of you guys probably thought as well. And Justin Fields just admitted it in his press conference. He basically talked about the fact that he is not playing his game. He's not playing free. He's playing robotic. He needs to get back to playing football the way he's always played. And he's just not comfortable, basically calling out Luke Getsy. Now, look, do I like Justin calling out the coaches and creating this whole like drama within the locker room? Not necessarily. But if that's what it takes for Justin Fields to get back to playing ball like he does, so be it. So be it. Because at this point right now, in his third year, 2 games in, with how he's played, Justin Fields needs to be selfish. He needs to be selfish because he has got his career on the line. I mean, folks, we're talking about if Justin Fields doesn't perform, maybe he's not a starter in the NFL anymore. Maybe he's a backup, or maybe he's out the NFL. But if he does perform, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars he could get paid in a big fat contract if he's worth that. So we're talking about his entire career basically being on the line this season based off his performance. I don't know about you, but if that's me, I'm taking my own destiny into my hands. That's what I'm doing. And so, again, it's not great for team chemistry, etc., locker room, whatever you want to call it, but it needed to be done. Justin Fields, I am glad, did this and basically said, look, I am being overcoached. They're telling me to stay in the pocket. They're telling me to focus on my new footwork. They're telling me to focus on my new throwing motion. They're telling me don't run too much. They're telling me take the checkdowns. It's like, oh my God, analysis by paralysis in my head right now. You can't play that way, folks. I'm not saying coaching is bad. It's not. Obviously, it's not. But when you are not coaching to a player's strengths and when you're also feeding him too much information and you are basically handicapping the player, that's when you've got a problem, right? Justin Fields missing receivers is one thing. Him not even attempting the pass, like just holding it, that means it's up here. That's a mental thing. So to me, that explains everything. And I hope now for Justin's sake, because he said it, he is going to go back to playing how he plays football and ball out. And the first 2 games are the coaching staff. So if Justin Fields plays bad now, that's on him. And I'm okay with that, but that's on him, right? Because we don't want to blame the coaching staff any longer. But now I hope Justin does play his game and you will see a much, much better quarterback, folks. Because when you talk about Justin, right, being able to use his legs, which are as elite as it gets, right? His legs, we are talking about the most dynamic rushing quarterback in the NFL. The coaches literally took that away. They literally took away his legs, 4 rushes for 3 rushing yards last game. That should never happen. Never happen. Now, I'm not saying he should be rushing the entire game. We're not talking about a Taysom Hill here, but we are talking about that needs to be incorporated. And like I said, the game plan has already been there. Luke Getsy did this once in the back half of last season. Just go ahead and pull up that playbook and say, Justin, we're running this. We're running this. Bootlegs, play actions, rollouts. And look, if you want to tell me the defenses have figured out Justin Fields, I got to believe it to see it. Because at this point, he has not been playing his game. And I bet you, Justin Fields, when he is playing his game, defenses are going to get torched. They will. Because I'm telling you, we saw it last season. Again, we'll see this year how it translates. But we got to give it a shot. We got to give it a shot at least. I mean, come on now. So that's the biggest thing here. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad Justin said this. I did not want him to be a yes man, a company man, and just the coaches can do no wrong. No, Luke Getsy is sabotaging your future here. Take control of your future, Justin. These coaches are sabotaging your future. They think that you are a pocket quarterback who should drop back in shotgun 30 times a game and never run. That should not be the case. So to me, this is something that was needed. I'm so glad it happened. And now I hope Justin Fields plays football freely like he needs to. All right? Remember, folks, I'm sure you guys have dealt with this as well. When someone's in your head and telling you to think, and you are doing a million thoughts in your head before you were, swinging a golf bat, before you were, throwing a baseball, hitting a baseball, whatever the case is, whatever the sport is, that it messes with your head. So that's all Justin Fields is saying here, and I love to see it. And so now I really, really feel confident that, we're going to see a turnaround. Look, I'm not predicting the Bears beat the Chiefs, but we are going to see Justin give it his chance and give it a shot, and it could be closer than we think. So I love it, folks. Let me know what you guys think, man, about this. I'm so glad Justin Fields finally stood up, called out the coaching staff, and is able to finally take back the reins and play his game. Leave a comment down below as always.